friends, today I am going to start with the present tense, and this video will cover all the four types of tenses under the present tense. So we will start with the very first, that is simple present tense. Now when we talk about simple present tense, you must remember there are few things which you have to keep in mind while talking about present tense. So simple present tense, the first thing which you have to remember, it talks about your habitual action. If you are in habit of doing something which is a part of your habit, you will be using simple present tense. Example, I drink tea every morning. When you say I drink tea every morning, it's the example of a habit. It's a habitual action which you talk about, and this is an example of simple present tense. You can see one more example. My watch keeps good time. My watch keeps good time. So it is a habit, like you feel that your time is always good. Then you can say, when you talk about some general truth, the truth which is a universal truth, it's a general truth, or you can say it's a historical fact. For these kind of sentences, again we use present tense. For example, you can say the sun rises in the east. When you say the sun rises in the east, it talks about a universal fact. It is a fact which can't be ignored out. And then you can even say honey is sweet. Again, it is something true. If it's honey, it will always be sweet. So honey is sweet. So you will be expressing some kind of truth, some kind of universal fact, some kind of historical fact in simple present tense. Then we can talk about next important thing, that is exclamatory. When you talk about an exclamatory sentence which is taking place in the present tense, that is known as simple present tense. For example, there she goes. There she goes. Like it is a sudden feeling which comes out of a sudden, and you will be expressing it with a exclamatory mark. Second important thing is, of course, to indicate something in the future, like if it's a future arrangement or it's a part of future thing, you will be using simple present tense. For example, you can say we go to Bombay next week. We go to Bombay next week. In the same way, when you will be talking about some quotation, you are talking about something which you have to, when you have to introduce a quotation, you will be using simple present tense. For example, Keats says, Keats, Keats, Keats is a poet. He says that a thing of beauty is a joy forever. So when you will be producing any kind of quotation, you are introducing any kind of quotation, you will be using simple present tense. Now simple present tense, you will be very careful where and how you will be using it. Our second thing will be present continuation tense. Now when you talk about present continuation tense, you must remember some action which is going on, or you are speaking at the time, that will represent your present continuation. You will be using ing, something which is happening at the time or something which is going on. So you remember, when you are talking about going on, it means she is singing. Now she is singing now. At present she is singing. You can even say I am reading David Copperfield. When you say I am reading David Copperfield, it is something which is happening, which is taking place. In the same way, when you want to talk about an action that is planned or already arranged, or might be that is taking place right now, in that case, you will be saying, I am going to movie tonight. I am going to movie tonight. So something which is taking place, which is about to take place in near future, that will be present continuation. Then you will be talking about present perfect tense. Now present perfect tense means it is going to indicate something, which has just taken place. It is something which happened in immediate past. Now immediate past means you can say he has just gone out. He has just gone out. When you will say he has just gone out, means just now, he left just now. In the same way, when you are going to express some past action like something which has just taken place, Mr. Hari has been to Japan. Now Mr. Hari has been to Japan. So abhi right now, just now, he has been to Japan. In the same way, when you are going to donate a action beginning, something which is going to take place and it has just started in the past but is still going on at the present moment, in that case you will be using present perfect tense, and for this you can say he has been ill since last week. He has been ill since last week. So this is something which is taking place from the past but is still going on. In the same way, when you will be talking about present perfect continuation tense, now present perfect continuation tense is something which takes place again from the past time but is still going on. That's, as you can say, he has been playing since 4 o'clock. Might be it going to be 8, it going to be 10. So he is playing since 4 o'clock. So these are the few important things. These are the few important points which you have to remember in present tense, where simple present tense, present continuation tense, and of course present perfect tense and present perfect continuation tense. I hope you will understand much more by my examples and my quote. I hope in the next video I will be taking care of the past tense. So do join me and be with me. Thank you for being there.